Rich Tarani with TMC. We're doing a Dallas roadshow this week, talking to some of the coolest and hippest tech companies and other companies that we can find in the area. On our program is Bill Allen. He is the Director of Marketing at Minuteman Power Technologies. And Bill, great to see you again. How are you?
Good to see you as well. You're doing well.
Good. So tell me, just start at the top for those people who may not be familiar with your company.
Minuteman Power Technologies is a manufacturer of power protection products, be it from small, inexpensive surge protectors all the way up to three-phase UPS products and everything in between.
Fantastic. And what sorts of trends are you seeing in that market?
We're seeing trends that are, a lot of IT managers, telecom managers, security managers, they want a manageability of what's going on in terms of power on their network. And so we're seeing a lot of remote power management technologies come into play with either the security IT or the telecom market. Manageability with disparate devices that are remotely located all across the building or the campus or even across the country. So that's really what we're seeing in terms of trends going now.
So I'm noticing, I do a lot of data center tours. I'm noticing in many of the data centers that I go into that the UPS lights are often blinking, the batteries are old. They're just not, people don't consider that they need to replace the batteries and keep these UPSs up to date. It seems like a huge opportunity for the Internet of Things to drop some kind of sensor inside all those devices and maybe phone home, and then you guys can call, because number one, it's a win for a company like yours because you're going to sell more batteries, but number two, companies think they have backup power that they don't have.
Right.
So it sounds like a win-win to me. What do you think?
Absolutely. What we're seeing is SNMP is being applied, and that allows visibility and manageability across a network where an IT manager or a phone manager or any kind of manager can go out and look at conditions. And one of the things that we do within our SNMP and also our power monitoring software application is we have a date code that goes in, and that date is marked by the software. And 2 years hence, or whatever time period you want, if you want to replace the batteries in 2 years, you put a date in there, and as that date rolls around, it will notify you with a trap, if it's SNMP, or with a notification, be it email or text message, time to change the batteries. And it's a very valid point you bring up, because we see that quite often, that people, there's a power outage and they don't know that they don't have battery backup because the batteries are expired, unless the UPS is beeping at them or telling them. And in some cases, it beeps and they turn it off and, and ignore it.
I've seen that often, and my sense is that people, they don't care. And it's not a cost issue a lot of times, it's just it doesn't seem to be top of mind because it's not a compute device. People don't consider that it needs to have maintenance like a server.
Yeah. The other thing about SNMP and our power monitoring software, you can actually schedule tests to test the battery. Whether it's daily, monthly, weekly, yearly, you can set up a scheduled test that it goes out, tests the battery voltage, and gives you back a report on the condition of the battery. So that technology is there. It's just that a lot of people don't use it and tap into that.
So your company's been around for decades, right? I mean, you
about 35 years.
You're one of the most established companies in this space, and I'm curious, how do you find yourself differentiating from the other players in the space?
That's a good question, and as UPS technology, really, there's not a lot of new groovy things that are happening in the UPS industry. So it is a difficult thing to differentiate yourself. But what we try to do is provide the longest warranty, the best customer service, and the best on-time delivery that we can provide to help differentiate ourselves from our competitors, along with having a very, very competitive product. So that's what we do.
Now, the move to cloud, has that been an impact on your business?
Sure, it has in one aspect, but then it's an opportunity in the other aspect. because you have large data centers that are being built out there with lots and lots of servers, which means there's lots of UPSs that are required there.
Right.
So in those terms, yes, there's huge opportunity there. At the local level, the needs for UPSs has gone down because the devices or the applications are now hosted in the cloud. So the power requirements for a small business, for example, have come down. But that internet switch that powers your building with internet access has to be backed up with a UPS.
Right.
There's other opportunities within the business itself to have power protection and battery backup built in.
I'd imagine the move to smartphones and devices like that, mobile devices that have batteries in them, would also be a negative on the business, right? From the standpoint of not backing up every PC, because if people are using an iPad as a primary.
Right. Yeah, but that PC still needs some battery backup if it's mission critical to the user, and most everybody thinks their PC is very mission critical.
Absolutely. So what's next? What other things can we expect from your company going forward?
Again, the movement, our biggest growth market right now is the security world, because what historically had been an analog industry is now becoming an IP-based industry. And
IP video and things like that?
Exactly, yeah. Security cameras, switches, all that stuff is now being powered by either power over Ethernet or is running on the backbone of a network. So that's an opportunity for us. We have been very successful because we've paid attention to this marketplace, and we've found some good success there.
Well, very good. Thanks for being on the program, and hopefully we'll be interviewing you for the next 35 years or so.
Sounds good, Rich. Good to see you.
Thanks.